I'm sure that you have so many life lessons that you can share. And today we're going to chat about our life lessons. So we say 83 because my husband is 42 and I'm 41. Together it makes up 83 years of life lessons. The first one for me would be to embrace change. That's something I have learned along the way because change is often difficult. Change can feel overwhelming at times. May be moving to a new place, you may be starting a new job, you may be embarking on something that you are completely not used to and you don't know where to start. But to welcome change and to understand that there will be highs and lows within that change can be really, really helpful. What is a life lesson that you've learned?
I would say take risks. Be bold. If you want to travel, if you want to study something that's against the status quo, go for it. Take risks. Find something that you enjoy and go for it. I would say that's one of the biggest life lessons because you don't know where that will take you. Other people may look at you in a bit of a strange way and not really understand, but it's because they want certainty. So, and sometimes, if you want certainty as well, that's fine. But I would say, along that way, you can take risks, and this way you can get the most out of life. You learn to grow. You have new experiences. You're going outside of your comfort zone, and I think it really helps you to grow as a person.
Definitely. And I think practicing gratitude is also a huge life lesson that I have learned. And writing down what you're grateful for, have a little journal every day, pick 3 or 5 things that you're grateful for. Because when you're writing about what you're grateful for, in those moments you are also grateful. So it's a lot of mindfulness around feeling gratitude, and you start to appreciate both the big things in life and the small things in life, like seeing birds fly or the sight of the ocean or enjoying that lovely walk. And when we are thankful, we start to attract more positive things into our lives. So gratitude is a huge thing. And if you haven't started your gratitude journal, I strongly encourage you to start. You may not like it, you may love it, but you'll never know unless you try it. So do start having a gratitude journal.
How would you advise someone? So I don't like to write. How would you encourage me to get started?
Well, even if you like to draw, you could draw 3 things that you're grateful for on that day, or you can even voice note your feelings on that day, you know. Um, but try it. It's really, really lovely.
Okay, I would say practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a bit of a buzzword, but I think it's just taking time by yourself to let go of all the stresses, let go of all your thoughts that are coming into your head. In today's day and age, we have everything to do with productivity, getting the most out of every second of every minute of the day, even scheduling a rest time as well. But I think just generally throughout the day, practicing mindfulness, just being present and really appreciating the moment. Because I think when the years pass and you're older and you're looking back, you think, I wish I could have made the most out of life. But when you're in that moment, you already have. So when you look back, you can think, yeah, I'm in that particular moment to moment, I made the most out of life for me personally because I was present.
Definitely, definitely true. And another huge one is appreciating your health and really working on your health every day. And when I mean health, I mean physical health, emotional health, because we can often think, oh, I will go for that walk next week or on the weekend, or I will go and visit my family members at a later stage, and we don't really prioritize such important aspects like taking care of ourselves, body, mind, and soul. And when you take care of yourself and when you actually are physically active, it creates such wonderful endorphins, and it helps you mitigate stress. It helps you face adversities, and it just makes you feel good. It really makes you feel good. So prioritizing health is a huge lesson.
Yeah, definitely. I would also say trying to balance your work life and your leisure time as well. Because a lot of times it can go out of balance. So if you're working too hard, it's nice to recognize, okay, now I'm working hard. I need to take time out. I need to focus on my hobbies before I get burnout and before, you get stressed and you feel depressed and you have no energy because you've just been working so hard. So I think, like you said, fitness as well is like such a big thing. And I think rather than focusing on your appearance, try focusing on how many times I've been to the gym or how long have I been walking each day. So that way you have control over that. You don't necessarily have control over how fast you will lose weight or how fast you will become fit or how fast you will be good at a certain hobby, but you can control how often you do that. So I think having a balance between your work life and, putting away the phone, putting away the laptop, spending time away from the screen, having that balance is really important.
Yes. And another lesson for me has been to keep reading. So if you're somebody who loves reading, you'll understand the joy, the absolute joy of reading. You get to learn so much about the world, about other people. It can make you rethink something that you had such strong opinions about. Like right now, I am South African, and obviously we went through apartheid, which was a law which was passed which separated people of races, and during that time, non-white people had to endure many horrific things. We were not allowed to live in certain places. We were not allowed to go to certain schools. The laws were incredibly rigidly enforced. And reading about that, even though I lived through it, but reading about it through Nelson Mandela's book, Long Walk to Freedom, this is the second time I'm reading this book. And it still amazes me that South Africa went through all of this, and us as South Africans went through all of this and came through on the other side. So reading can really expand your mind. And if you think that you don't like reading, I will suggest you try it. Maybe you just haven't found the books that, the types of books that you love.
Get a Kindle.
Yeah, so try it. Reading is fantastic.
Yeah. I think, also adapting to technology. So if you don't like to read books, get a Kindle. I have one. I love it. It's really convenient. I know that you don't like it. You like the traditional books, which I think traditional books are really good because you have that feeling, the tactile feeling, also the smell on the pages. But with the Kindle, you can embrace technology. You can use it when you're traveling. You can store thousands of books on it. And I think when you embrace technology, it is so much fun. And for me, it's like play, like I'm playing. So when I'm learning something and I'm playing with technology and gadgets, it's fascinating, it's interesting. So I think, as the future's going towards AI, many new technologies will be evolving. I think, embracing that, not shunning away from it. You don't have to become an expert at it, but you could see how could it benefit my life. For example, things like Facebook and WhatsApp. I know lots of the older generation have now caught up to that, and they have seen the benefits of it in terms of the social community. So they're able to keep in touch with their grandchildren, their children, and still have that community feel. So I think I would be a bit worried if they became TikTokers and started doing TikTok dances, but I think You know, it hasn't got to that point yet. But I think embracing technology, I think it's really good. I think it's a good thing. Obviously, if you don't become addicted to it and it doesn't overtake your life.
Yes, I think another life lesson is practicing kindness and the impact that kindness has on people. When people are kind to me, I know it makes a world of difference. If somebody greets me, if somebody, even a random person, has a conversation with me, it changes the day. It changes, it can sometimes help you shift from having a crappy day to having a wonderful day. So, in turn, when I see strangers, I greet them, I try to have conversations with people because kindness goes such a long way, you know, just being kind to another human being. You don't know what the other person is going through, you don't know what challenges they are facing. And if you can choose to be kind in this world, why not? So kindness is a huge thing. I think it is underrated, and I think that its impact can be so profound.
Yeah.
I would say that one of my big life lessons is to really try to immerse myself in nature as much as possible, because being in nature is an instant stress reliever for me. I don't know about you. Do you love nature? You may think, oh, I'm anti-nature. I don't like going outside. I don't like nature. I am not into all of that. But try it, try it, and you may be happily surprised. Maybe it's going to a river, or going to the beach, or going to a park, or just being in your garden. Nature is so fantastic. And sometimes we can just be indoors on the laptops and forget about nature. But when you are attuned to nature, it just creates such a big impact on your mind. It helps you so much, it rejuvenates you.
And number 10 is to learn continuously. I would say by always trying new things and it keeps your mind fresh and it keeps life interesting. Yeah, so education and self-improvement is such a nice thing to have. It's such a nice thing to work on. Never stop learning. If there's a course that you want to do, sign yourself up, give it a go, see how it goes. You may, even if it's something that you're not sure that you'll love, but you want to always give it a try, go for it. Go outside of your comfort zone. And I think by educating yourself and thinking about self-improvement, not in a toxic way, but in a nice leisurely way, it expands your knowledge, and it may expand the friends that you have. So you may meet new people that have similar experiences.
Yes. So thank you for listening. Do share your life lessons. We'll be eager to read them. And if you enjoyed this video, you may like this video about positive self-talk. Till next time. Bye.
Bye bye.